Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Investor More, and we are back at the Ocho, an 8-plex with 16 garages that I bought about 6 months ago. And we are here because we had a tenant move out. So we're going to show you what the unit looks like, how it looks, and this is actually the first tenant we've had move out that we placed and rented at this apartment. And that's the first time that's happened here. We've had quite a few tenants move out who we inherited, but this is one, she's actually from a woman's shelter, and we're trying to help her out, and we're really hoping it'd work out. But in the end, it did not. We'll talk about that. And we're also going to look at the apartment for the first time. So I have not been in here yet. I don't know how it looks. Hopefully it's okay because we kind of remodeled it a little bit before we rented it to her. But we'll check that out. And we also would love to hear your comments. Love the likes. Love seeing new subscribers. So keep that coming. This is a property we bought for $1.35 million in September of 2021. And we've remodeled 3 of the units now. Still have some units with inherited tenants, and all the garages are rented. All the units are rented now except for this one. So when we took over the property, they're kind of rented from about $975 to $1,150, and we've re-rented 3 of the apartments for $1,250, this being one of them, and we still have some apartments rented at the lower amount. So let's take a look right now and see how it looks after she moved out. And of course, yeah, we'll talk about why she moved out as well. So far so good. It smells a tiny bit smoky, but I feel like almost all of the apartments in here smell a little bit smoky. I don't know why. And this is, yeah, we redid the counters and did not paint these cabinets. I think the apartments, we'll link to those, maybe show a picture here of the other apartments, but when we painted the cabinets, it made a huge difference and looked much better. And I think this is our contractor's first attempt at using a new counter paint, which is okay, but not amazing. So there you go. Oh, how's the fridge? Our fridge is clean. So yeah, she left it clean. And what the situation was, sometimes it doesn't surprise me that she had to move out, but what happened was we rented it to somebody who was in the women's shelter, which is kind of like a place where if you're in a domestic violence situation, you go there. They don't even publish the address or where it's at or anything. They try and keep it very secure. And they needed a place for her to live because she'd been there past their, I don't even know how it works exactly, but been there long enough where she had to find a place to live. And they paid her first, I think it was 4 months of rent up front, and said they'd work to help her get a job so she could get on her feet, so she could pay rent on her own. And she was not able to do that. And then she'd applied for rental property assistance with the county and city, and that did not go through for some reason. So she told us, hey, I couldn't get that approved. I'm going to move out. So even though, it didn't work out perfectly, we'll have to rent this property again. She was very good about telling us what was going on, very upfront, very quick to move out when she knew it wasn't going to work. So not the best situation, but hopefully at least gave her maybe a stepping stone to somewhere else where she can be in a better situation. But we're really hoping it would work out for her. But as you can see, the property looks great, right? I mean, there's, we had just painted it, except for the cabinets, which now look really bad compared to the other cabinets. We might have to come in and paint those real quick. But the rest of it looks great. So she didn't damage it. She didn't destroy anything. It might cost us a little bit of vacancy time, but really I think it was worth kind of taking that chance and hoping it worked out. And sometimes things go well, sometimes they don't. But luckily we're in a position where we can do that once in a while. Now, we're also going to check the laundry, see what kind of money we have coming in there. And I've been saying it for a while. We've had some other ideas for bringing in more laundry money. The complex, we have laundry machines for it now. It's getting really close to being able to be rent ready, bring people in there. We have the other property with the church and apartments where we have coin-op laundry machines going in there. And then I have another idea to really multiply that here too, which we might talk about soon because I have a new property I'm purchasing this week, which should be really cool as well. All right, let's go check out the laundry. All right, so we walk back here, and here are all the garages. And we have all these storage units too, which we've just been including with the apartments. And we actually have 4 extra ones too that are vacant. And really, we've just had so many things going on with the store and another business I'm buying and all kinds of things that that's not a real high priority to rent those for like $50 a month or whatever they might be. But eventually, someday, we might do it. All right, I have not been in here for over a week because I've been on vacation in Disneyland. So I don't know if I'll post this video first or another one first, but that's why I've not been around posting videos, because I've been gone. And usually I have some videos ready to go, but I was lazy this time. Oh, our trash is so full. We have somebody who's supposed to be kind of emptying this, and I really had some trash bags in my car, if you can believe that, in my truck, if I was ever here to empty it too. So, but we have someone who's supposed to be doing that. Come on. There we go. Oh, that's pretty heavy. That's a good sign. And we'll see what's in here too. And I have a quarter hoarding problem. I think we all know that. Oh, these are the wrong keys. But I've had to actually spend some of my quarters at the store. That's also pretty heavy. Nice. In Pierce, or the Main Street Market, because, you know, sometimes we run out of change, need more quarters, and instead of going to the bank, I'll just give some of my quarters away. So I've actually lost $200 worth of my quarters to the store. But that looks like, $70? That's my guess. We'll see how much there is. So here are the quarters from the payout. $72.50, so I was pretty close with my $70 guess. We normally get $40 to $50 a week. But like I said, I was on vacation, so I think it's been about a week and a half since I checked it last, so that should be about right. And yes, we still have our quarter hoarding pile over here as well. All right, so we saw the property. We saw what the unit looks like. It's not in too bad a shape. We saw my quarters. Now, real quick, I want to show some things about the value. So multi-unit properties are not my favorite because you have a lot of turnover, costs, expenses that go along with them. But you can add some amazing value to them and get some really good deals still. So we paid $1.35 million for this property, which seemed like a lot at the time, but it was a really, really good deal. So right now, everything's, I mean, if we rent this next unit for $1,250, which should be no problem, we'll have 3 rented at $1,250. The others are from like $1,000 to $1,150. So there's 5 of those, just rough estimate. Plus we've got the garages, which are rented. We've got about $10,750 in rent coming in. And if we do a gross cap rate, we multiply that by 12 to get our yearly income. Gross means you don't take out expenses or anything like that. It's a very easy, sloppy way to do it, but honestly, it works pretty well. Divide by 0.07, which is our gross cap rate. If we're doing a net cap rate, which it reduces all the expenses, management, everything, we'd probably be around a 5.5% cap rate. But just doing the quick and easy math, we're like $1.84 million of the value of this property. And we spent some money renting units, painting the outside, but not that much. And then if we end up getting all of the units rented, for that $1,250, plus the garages, plus the laundry money, which I didn't even count before, divided by 0.07 again, we're over $2 million in value in this property. And so if we do decide to sell it, maybe 1031 exchange it, who knows, we'll have tons of equity, and it's been a really good investment, even though it's been kind of a pain with all the turnover. So we've had, like I said, 3 units go vacant right after we bought it. We have 2 units in there that the previous landlord rented to tenants right before we bought it, and both of them are doing rental assistance right now. One of those is the one who is parking on the yard. The other one is maybe the unit you saw next to the ground floor unit we showed you earlier with all the stuff in front of it. That's that one. And so they both have rental assistance coming in, but we don't want to depend on rental assistance from, this is the COVID rental assistance, not like Section 8 or anything. This is where the city, state, country pays for all of their rent for like 4-month sections. And so if we can get some of our own screened tenants in there, I think that would be much better and get the rents up to market rent. That'd be cool too. So what we're looking at right here is some of the comps in the area. I just want to show you 4-unit properties that have sold in the last 5 months or so, maybe 6 months. And the cheapest one in the entire area is a college rental for $425, which is actually a really good deal. But as you go up, you can just see the prices go up significantly all the way up to, let's see here. We're going to show you, these are still all 4-unit properties. This is one right by my office, which is just came up for sale, $825 for a 4-unit property, no garages. This is one that was vacant for years and the windows were boarded up. I think it might have been a meth house, I'm not sure, or something else was majorly wrong with it. They remodeled it. It's I don't think any of it is rented. It's all vacant but remodeled, and it's under contract for $900,000. Again, no garages, so you can see the prices for multifamily. Here's a 4-unit, all 4-bedroom units. So this sold for $1 million. This is a very, you can see small 10-unit or 9-unit, but very small units, rented much cheaper. Properties are selling for a lot. Multifamily properties are selling for so much. This is one I tried to buy that was an amazing deal. I actually offered more than it sold for, but they had someone paying cash and I couldn't pay cash for it. That's a 13-unit. That would have been a great deal. And then this is a 12-unit for $1.9 million, no garages. And then if we go and look at some of these pictures, these units need full remodels inside pretty much. They're in okay shape. In area, the rents are lower. Again, so we got a pretty good deal. Here's another, a 44-unit. It sold for $7.6 million. And this is 2-bedroom, 1-bath units with no garages. And again, most of them, well, that one looks pretty nice. Some of the other ones did not look quite that nice. And if we get our calculator, we can see, let's see, take 7.6 million, divide it by 44. They got $172,000 a unit for that property. If we multiply ours by 8, that makes ours worth 1.38. But we have garages, we have extra baths, we're going to rent for more. And ours is an 8-unit, which the less units you have, the more per unit you're going to get, just because there's fewer buyers in that 44-unit range. That's just going to be tougher. So overall, property looks like a really good investment. I don't love multifamily as far as management and long-term cash flow because of all the turnover, expenses, management you have. But I do like multifamily as far as the ability to add value, get good deals, and really build a lot of equity. So it's been a good deal. It's not too bad, but it's also a lot more work handling this property than my single-family rentals, which sit there and are rented for years sometimes with no work whatsoever from us. All right, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. Love seeing all the support, the comments, the likes, the shares. Come in, keep those up. We'll have a lot more videos coming up this week. As I said, a new flip property I bought, another video on the store, possibly another video on the flip I bought that I thought was vacant that may not be vacant, or the tenant was yelling at us for all kinds of things. We'll probably do another video there as well, and lots more coming up. So thank you so much. We'll be back with more soon.